Across Europe, a new generation of players is emerging. Young, fearless, and incredibly talented. Players who are not just participating in the game, but reshaping it. And the most shocking part, many of them are still teenagers. At a time when football used to be dominated by experience, leadership, and veterans, the balance is shifting. Clubs are no longer waiting for players to mature. They are trusting them early, sometimes too early. From academies to first teams, the pipeline of talent is producing a wave of future stars who are already making an impact on the biggest stages. And this is not just hype. In today's football, young players don't wait for permission. They demand attention. They dribble without fear. They shoot without hesitation. They play like they belong, even when they shouldn't. Clubs like Barcelona have always been known for producing elite talents through their academy system. But now, even outside traditional academies, young stars are breaking through everywhere. In England, Spain, Germany, and France, the pattern is the same. A teenager steps onto the pitch and suddenly changes the game. Top clubs like Real Madrid and Manchester City are now competing for the same goal. Find the next global superstar before anyone else. Scouts are watching youth tournaments, reserve matches, and even training sessions more closely than ever before. Because in modern football, discovering one young talent early can change the future of an entire club. Suddenly, they are expected to perform in front of millions. Suddenly, every mistake is analyzed. Suddenly, they are compared to legends. Some adapt quickly, others struggle. The football world has seen it before. Players who rise too fast and burn out even faster. Despite the dangers, clubs continue to push young players into the spotlight. Why? Because the reward is too big to ignore. A 17-year-old who becomes a superstar can save transfer budgets, define an era, and bring trophies for a decade. This is why teams are investing heavily in youth development, scouting networks, and long-term projects. But the competition is brutal. Every club wants the same thing. Every scout is watching the same players, and every performance could decide a future career. What we are witnessing right now is not normal. It is a generational shift, a moment where new names are preparing to take over football. Some of them will become Ballon d'Or winners. Some will become club legends. Some will disappear under pressure. But one thing is certain, football is about to change forever. We are only at the start of this new era. The rise of young talent is accelerating. The pressure is increasing, and the expectations are higher than ever before. In Part 2, we will go deeper. The biggest young talents in Europe, the clubs fighting to sign them, and the shocking stories behind their rise. Because the future of football is already here. Across Europe, young players are not just promising anymore, they are already deciding matches at the highest level. And the football world is starting to take notice. Every generation has its icons, but this one feels different. In Spain, players trained in elite environments like Barcelona are stepping into senior football earlier than ever. Their technical ability, vision, and confidence are not typical for their age. In England, the intensity of the Premier League has not stopped young players from shining. In fact, it has accelerated their growth. In Germany, clubs like Bayern Munich continue to integrate youth into competitive squads, trusting them in high-pressure matches. And in France, raw talent continues to explode onto the scene, often becoming world-class within just a few seasons. This new wave of players is not just skilled, they are faster in decision-making, more comfortable under pressure, more tactical at a young age, and mentally more confident than previous generations. Why? Because football has changed. Young players now grow up watching tactical analysis, studying professionals online, and training in highly structured academies. They arrive in professional football already prepared for complexity. The biggest clubs in the world are fighting for them. Clubs like Real Madrid are building long-term projects centered around youth investment. The idea is simple: secure the future before rivals do. At the same time, teams like Manchester City use advanced scouting systems and data analysis to identify talents earlier than anyone else. This creates a global competition, a silent war, a race for the next superstar. And the stakes are enormous, because signing one elite young player can define a club's next decade. Young players today live under constant observation. Every touch is analyzed, every mistake is highlighted, every performance is compared. Social media has made football more intense than ever. A single bad match can change public opinion overnight. Some players handle it, others collapse under it. And this is where careers are made or broken. For every success story, there are many silent failures. Players who were labeled the next big thing, but never reached their potential. The reasons vary: injuries, mental pressure, poor career choices, lack of development environment. This reminds us of one truth: talent is not enough. Discipline, environment, and mentality matter just as much. What we are witnessing is not just individual growth, it is a global shift in football power. Clubs are no longer relying only on experienced stars. They are building teams around youth, around energy, around long-term vision. And this shift is changing how football is played at the highest level. In modern football, talent is only the beginning. The real challenge starts after the spotlight arrives. Young players at clubs like Real Madrid are often exposed to pressure before they are fully ready. Expectations rise instantly. Fans demand performance. Media builds narratives overnight. One good match, and you are a future legend. One bad match, and you are a disappointment. There is no in between. Pressure from every direction. Today's young footballers face pressure from all sides. Clubs demanding results, fans expecting greatness, agents pushing careers forward, social media judging every touch. Even training sessions are now analyzed online. Every mistake is clipped. Every weakness is exposed. Every performance becomes public discussion. This level of attention is something previous generations never experienced. And it changes everything. When talent is not enough. Football history is full of stories that sound similar. A young player bursts onto the scene. The world calls him a future star. Expectations rise too fast. But then, injuries happen. Confidence drops. Pressure builds. And the career slowly fades. Not every talented player becomes a legend. Some never recover from early expectations. That is the brutal truth of modern football. Club responsibility: protect or exploit. Big clubs like Barcelona, Manchester City, and Bayern Munich face a critical question. Are they protecting young players or pushing them too fast? Some clubs carefully manage development, gradual integration, controlled playing time, strong mentorship systems. Others throw players directly into high-pressure environments. Both strategies have risks, and the outcome can shape an entire career. The role of media and hype. Modern football is no longer just sport, it is entertainment, and young players are now part of that machine. Before even playing 50 professional matches, some are already labeled the next Messi, the future Ballon d'Or, generational talent. But hype is dangerous, because expectations can grow faster than development. And when reality does not match the hype, criticism becomes brutal. Only the strong survive. At the highest level, talent is everywhere. What separates players is not skill, but mentality. The ability to stay calm under pressure, ignore criticism, recover from mistakes, keep improving every season. That is what defines a true superstar. Not one moment, but consistency over time. The future of football depends on them. This new generation is the future of the game. They will decide Champions League titles, Ballon d'Or awards, club dynasties, national team dominance. But only a few will reach the top. The rest will become forgotten names in football history. As we reach the end of this journey, one question remains: who will rise above the pressure and become a legend? and who will be destroyed by the weight of expectation. Because in football, talent makes you known, but mentality decides your legacy. If you love esports, this channel is for you. Subscribe now and don't forget to like, because here we reveal the stories behind the games, the secrets nobody talks about, and the most important insights in esports. Stay ahead, stay informed, stay in the game.